Yard line. Timeout on the field by Lakeland. And we already seen the Eagles use 3 different running backs, so they definitely have a deep chart when it comes to the running backs.
And I think when you have that kind of luxury, it's going to become kind of the who's hot is going to get the ball a little bit more. And right now, Lowe's had a nice series. I believe it was Keel with a nice opening series. So they're doing a good job of kind of rotating that, and that makes it a little bit harder for Milford to key on one guy.
We're at the 6:48 mark of the first quarter. Score is currently Lakeland 7, Milford 0. And we're back in action here. Once again, 1st and 10 for Lakeland at the Milford 12-yard line. And up to for Keel on the sweeper on the right end. Aiden Warzeka again on that tackle. Credit on the tackle also going to 17, Brendan Parrott.
Well, that's a bit, again, get a nice stop here on first down, make it a little bit longer here for the Eagles.
Big hole on the left side for Roberts there.
Yeah, that just kind of opened up right up the middle for him, and he didn't even I don't think he got hit until about 4 yards downfield. So
yeah, he hit that gap between the tackle and the guard over there on the left side. And as you said, untouched for the first 5 yards of that carry. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, this is big here for Milford. If they can, get a negative gain here for Lakeland, or even hold them at the line, then they'll have a chance here on 4th.
Handoff went to number 24, Dylan Cutzlev, and he was wrapped up pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was a Bravo on the tackle, number 13 for Milford, and that's exactly what Milford needed. They needed somebody to step up, make a play, put Lakeland going backwards a little bit, and now it's a 4th and 3, maybe a long 4th and 3. And this now makes it a little bit more manageable for the Milford defense to get a stop and get off the field.
There's a lot of confidence here that Coach Woodruff's showing in his offensive line and his offense in general. Going for it here instead of taking the field goal. Ramirez was the fake handoff, rolls off to his left, and throws it incomplete. In the end zone, that'll be a stop for the Milford Mavericks, a big stop, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
I wasn't quite sure what number it was on Milford, but someone got to Ramirez probably a little bit earlier than Ramirez wanted, and he had to get rid of the ball. I think he had someone that was going to be open in the end zone, but he had to get rid of the ball. So, again, Milford's defense stepped up, got the stop, helped out the offense a little bit. Now the offense needs to help out the defense and get, move the chains a couple times to get that defense a little bit of rest.
Yeah, change the field here. Put the put Lakeland back in their own zone. Jones takes the snap and just runs it himself. Cuts it inside by the right tackle. Gets a nice gain on that play, about 9 yards.
Yeah, that looked like a little bit of an option read for Zach Jones, and he made the right read going up the middle and got a nice chunk of yardage here again. Now they have something manageable over the next 2 downs.
Tackle there by number 67. 2nd and 2 for Milford. Takes the snap again, rolls out. He's brought down in the backfield. That sack is by number 77, Nick Dell, for the Eagles.
And what a huge play right there. You go from 2nd and 2 to 3rd and 11. You know, Jones just held on to the ball a little bit longer than he needed to.
Oh, this is straight, just a sprint down the sideline.
What a grab.
Ball is complete and is marked in bounds for Milford.
What a grab. It's number 15, Mitch Appleton. What a grab. 6'3", big fella going up and getting it.
That's a big play for the Mavericks there. Jones throwing from his own end zone on that toss. That was just a straight, fly route down the sideline.
And he couldn't put it in a better place. I mean, he put it up nice and high for the 6'3" receiver, and he went up and got it one-on-one and made the play. And like you said, now they're starting to maybe flip that field around a little bit here.
1st and 10 for Milford at its own 35-yard line. Jones drops back, looks to his right, throws a little out pass. Looks like the receiver either got cut off there or maybe ran the wrong route. That ball falls incomplete.
Yeah, there looked to be some sort of confusion between the wide receiver and quarterback, but that's gonna happen when you're throwing the ball. Looks to be like they're going to throw the ball about 80% of the time, so you might see those miscommunications, especially early on.
2nd and 10 for Milford. It's going to be an inside run by the quarterback. Jones tackled at the 39-yard line. Hunter Roberts for on the tackle for Lakeland. Brings up 3rd and 6 for Milford. Number 8, Noah Howard, also in on that tackle.
Well, if Milford can pick up maybe 3 or 4 here, I think it's almost, it's at the point where they might even try to go for it on a 4th down. So it'd be interesting to see the play call here.
Nice snap. Jones looking to his right, looks back to his left.
Oh.
And just overthrows his intended receiver.
Jones definitely gets back there, and he has a pretty good arm. I mean, he slung that over there pretty good. It looked to be in a decent spot, high and away from the defender. 85 just going to bring it down.
Well, for back to punt here, looks like number 3, Austin Hernandez, is back to receive for the Eagles. Here's where that wind may be a factor. Let's take a look at, high snap, but great grab by the punter. Holy cow. Just to even get that ball down in his hands.
Yeah, that was a fantastic grab by the punter, and to get that punt off and get some positive yardage here again. They're still the Lakeland Eagles are still starting pretty close to the 50, but it's a lot better than what it could have been.
If I'm not mistaken, it was the quarterback who was also the punter there, and wow, still, that looked like it was clearly going to be over his head. So Lakeland takes over our 1st and 10 at its own 44-yard line. We're at the 2:24 mark of the first quarter. Here is with a handoff. That's Keel. Got about 4 or 5 yards and started bulldozing into Milford defenders. They hold him up there. Gain of 6 on the play there for Zach Keel, senior. He's 2nd and 4 for the Eagles at the midfield stripe.
A nice run there by number 2, Matt Lowe, going to the right side here. Picking up a 1st down, it looks like.
Yeah, he knocked out of bounds by number 23, Dominic Dawson. It is a Lakeland 1st down at the Milford 43-yard line.
There's been an awful lot of plays here, on this side of the 50 for Lakeland here tonight already. So they're going to just keep plugging away, and it's, Milford's job here is just kind of don't give up those big plays. Don't give up
Inside
the big ones that really break the back.
Inside handoff to number 34, Hunter Roberts, tackled on the line by number 73, Noah Seraphin. Brings up second down and 6.
Some good hitting going on right there.
Another handoff to Roberts going on the left side. He is met in the hole by number 8, Derek Horn. Lakeland now faces a 3rd and 2 at the Milford 40 or 35-yard line. And handoff goes to number 24, Cutzleb. He's brought down by number 22, Isaac Phillips. But that allows the Eagles to move the chains forward for another first down.
Cutzleb has pretty good speed, especially to the outside, so it's a good job by the Milford tackler there to kind of wrap him up and not let him get free. Ooh.
Handoff to Roberts on the right side. Tackled by number 6, Anthony Perez, and it looked like number 17, Brendan Parrott.
Yeah, Parrott looks like he's kind of, been in on a lot of those tackles lately. It's been him and Warzeka really leading the charge for the defense on, the Milford side of the ball.
Well, we're at the end of the first quarter of action here, and the score, Lakeland 7, Milford 0. I'd say, certainly the Lakeland offense has dominated that first quarter, but Milford made a key play there right there by their own end zone to prevent Lakeland from scoring another touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, really, Milford's defense is doing all they can with the amount of time they're on the field right now. And the key right now is they're not giving up the big plays, the big momentum plays. I know Lakeland's kind of chopping away at them right here, but it's keeping them in the game a little bit here early, giving their offense a chance eventually.
And we're about to begin the second quarter of action here. We've changed directions. Lakeland now heading towards the north end zone. We have a 2nd and 9, and we're at the Milford 24-yard line.
Oh.
Another handoff, or another running back gets some action here. It's number 33, Luke Perry. He was tackled by Warzeka, and it looked like Dawson.
Yeah, Dawson, I think, made the initial hit, and then Warzeka kind of came in there to finish him off. And, again, huge play, longer 3rd down attempt here. It's a big play for Milford defense.
A little razzle-dazzle there on that misdirection play. It was number 6, Liam Bagby on the run. He was upended by number 1, Aiden Warzeka.
Yeah, great call there by Lakeland. Kind of got Milford leaning one way and then reversed the ball. Good job of holding on to that reverse and then picking up that positive yardage. But it looks like we did have a flag on the far side of the field.
Yep. So that's flag win against Lakeland. That pushes the ball back, takes away a potential first down there, and brings up a 3rd and 12.
Oh, no.
Well, that little screen pass by Ramirez just was intercepted by number 6 for Milford. The interception by number 8, Derek Horn. He was tackled by number 6, Liam Bagby.
Yeah, and Lakeland had a play they wanted to run there, a little screen to the back, and the pressure again got to Ramirez, I think, by the 2 defenders on Milford. He didn't get enough on that, and it was just a great read by number 8 there for Milford. Huge play that they needed to kind of turn this game around.
And Milford brought out a big trick from the bag. On the kind of reverse play, number 3, Joe Bravo, threw it to the quarterback, who really didn't even take that snap.
Yeah, I mean, Milford did a brilliant job of kind of changing things up. It's always not a good opportunity to run a trick play after a big play. Milford got the big play on defense. They have the momentum. Great opportunity to run something a little tricky when Lakeland's maybe scrambling a little bit emotionally. So great call by the Milford sideline and the coaches there.
Timeout there before the extra point attempt. Number 4, Nathan Bresney in for the extra point attempt. And it is good. And we have a tie game here. Lakeland 7, Milford 7 at the 10:42 mark of the second quarter. 2 huge plays there by Milford coming into this quarter. Big interception and then a nice little flea flicker essentially, and points on the board.
Yeah, to be honest, Milford's defense has kept them in this game. They didn't allow any big plays by Lakeland, and then they've made the biggest play of the game so far with that long interception returned by Horn. So, they've got some confidence on that sideline now because they've kind of, a lot of people probably thought this was a little bit more of a mismatch in that first quarter, and they were only down 7-0, and then they come out and get the big play early, and they're right back in this thing, and, now they're ready to go.
Bresney for the kickoff. Zach Keel deep to receive. And once again, another kind of short kick. Kick was fielded by number 1, William Davey for the Eagles.
And you definitely see Milford flying to the ball a little bit quicker and a little bit more passion right now. They definitely have the momentum on their end. They're feeling good about themselves. They're hitting a little harder. This is a big time for the Lakeland offensive line to kind of show how tough they are and kind of get this game going back in Lakeland's way.
Keel goes around the right end. He's met in the hole by number 6, Anthony Perez.
And right now, the linebackers for Milford are doing a really nice job of kind of getting to the ball quick and kind of tackling not on their own, but as a group.
Ramirez rolls out to his left again, and that pass was intended for number 82, Tyler Shaw.
It looked like I believe it was number 6 Perez getting in there and making the hit on Ramirez. Every time Ramirez has gone back to throw, he's taken a hit. I mean, he's getting the ball off. That wasn't a terrible pass by no means, but he's definitely feeling pressure every time he goes back. 3rd and 10 here again. Milford has a huge opportunity to get a big stop on defense.
Running back number 2, Matt Lowe on the carry. He's tackled by number 22, Isaac Phillips. Brings up 4th down and 3 for the Eagles.
Looks like they're going to bring out the punting unit here. And again, Milford defense is kind of getting into a groove now. They're kind of figuring things out.
Number 9 in for Lakeland, the punter, Clay Purvis. He's got quite a leg. Low snap, fielded well by Purvis. Low kick.
Turned by number 23, Dominic Dawson there for Milford. And now, Milford's getting the good field position. So they've managed, their defense stepped up. They've been able to flip the field, and now it's on Lakeland.